But do you have certain cards that you know you're going to hold on to for
Yeah,
quite a while?
yeah, I always do. Especially like I don't know. I'm just pulling something out of no out of my what I my messy desk right now. Let me just find it. Like I mean, I'm just throwing something out there. Like a Lamelo.
Okay.
Like yeah, I mean, I'm thinking long term with him. He's just because of the value he brings and then what he could change the game with possibly. So yeah, it's always I always think long term. FD man, I'm in it for the long term. Okay, I'm not in it just for the few months and few days. I'm here for you know.
We're going to do some market research because I'm going to start asking people more about what are they thinking long term. I know you
Yeah,
may
that has to be our topic. That's
yeah.
gonna be the topic of the
What
week.
are you thinking long term? Because I don't know if I don't know.
Oh, a perfect example today. Some guy had a Lamelo 1 of 1 flux. No, it's out of 10 motion flux. I don't know if you heard it. It's out of 10. It's gold, and he valued it at PSA 10. He valued it at 5K, but
A
the
1-on-1 or 1 to 10, a 1 out of 10.
one of 10
Okay.
flux, and he's valuing it at 5K. And he told me, he said, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get it right now. I was like, yeah, you're not gonna get it right now because it's
No,
flux.
you're gonna get it right now.
The
But what
dragon
what uh what? How did he come up with 5,000?
5,000.
That's always my
Oh,
question. How do you come up with 5,000?
I don't know. I
It's
don't know.
always my question,
He
man.
didn't. I didn't. I
Whenever
didn't
somebody
ask.
tells me a
I
number
didn't.
like that on a card that's 1 of 5, 1 of 10, how'd you come up with that number?
Well, I don't know. That's a good question. I never thought about. I didn't ask him that because when he was explaining it to me, I was like, "Dang!" Like I was a believer. I didn't. I didn't. There was no. I didn't so. I wasn't so like hesitant why he came up with the number one because when he said it, he was like super confident. You know. So
Mhm.
I didn't. I didn't second guess him, but I don't. I don't know. I didn't think about that. I guess because Flex is his first year for NBA. It's Lamelo rookie out of
Okay.
10, but I don't. And then it's a PSA 10.
I just always like to know the methodology
Yeah, I
behind
didn't.
it, right?
Next time I'm gonna ask because that's it. That's a
And it might be 5,000, but
no. Yeah, that next time I'm gonna ask because yeah, I didn't think about that until right now. Why? How he came up with that number? That's it.
how do we get that?
Because I know EJ has a 1 of 1 black Lamelo Flux PSA 10 valued at 30K. So, well, maybe like close to like 3 to
I don't
4.
know. I don't know.
Because if it's
I've
one of
never dug into Flux to find. I really haven't done it. So
well, at that point, how do you value that real quick? Like, I mean, like how
there are some rare cards that someone could say 5,000, someone could say 15,000.
but if you had something, MJ out of 10 gold. I'm not saying. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but we're talking about Lamelo though. We're not talking about MJ.
No, but for you, like if MJ's your gold, your player,
Hmm.
or anybody UPC, something like that at that value, do you just come up with like where? How do you justify that number?
Oh, I
That
look at several different cards with a short number just like that one, and try to understand what they're doing, and then what's the trend on the card.
mm,
Is it going up? Is it going down? And then that'll help me understand what number we're at. But I can understand someone who has a limited print card and it's in
whatever.
a high grade. You said it was PSA 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, it's
Pop one.
yeah.
So
So that's the yeah. So it's a pop one. So if you got a pop one, even if it's a 1-on-1 on a card or a pop one PSA, a BGS 10 or anything like that, you really come up with the number.
yeah, but see,
What do you want to part? How much do you want in return to part ways with the card?
damn, that's true. But just so this is the flip side to it. You have that number, but who's gonna pay for it too?
That's another question.
Yeah, because at that point, you guys are at that island where in no man's land just because of you don't have comps because it's 1 out of 10 or one
Then
of
it's
one
Lamelo. Like what kind of season does Lamelo have?
decent,
Right,
not
decent at best, right?
decent at best. I mean, for his sophomore year, it's okay.
He's averaging 19.9 points a game. His
Like
rookie
eight.
year, he was 15.7.
What is
Uh,
his assist?
7.5 assists.
Then
Last year
his
was 2.1.
turnover.
His turnovers at 3.2. Last year was 2.8.
Oh, it went down.
Yes. Yeah. They went up. His
Oh, it went
turnover
up.
by zero point 0.4. What is his field goal percentage? Field goal is at 42, man. 42.5. It's not
And
good.
then last year,
43.6.
and then well, one more thing. What's his 3-point percentage?
3 pointers at 38%. Last year was 35. But he's not
Hmm.
shooting well from the field, man.
Yeah, 42 is not
And
that
this is why
good.
when I watch a Lamelo Ball game, I watch. I try to watch as much Charlotte as I can. And he also takes. I mean, this is. It's. I don't want to pick on Lamelo, but this is. There are a lot of young players just take defense off. They're chilling.
Well, yeah. Well, what in his case, it's his team already, right? So he kind of does what he wants in a sense.
And
So
that's the thing. Like you'll see him do some things.
that's
You'll
why
see
his
him shoot
turnovers went
early
up.
in the shot clock. I've seen him shoot early in the shot clock on a regular basis. He'll coast a little bit on defense.
But so let me ask you this. This is where it gets interesting. But you see how fast he's developing, though, right?
Hmm.
If they're okay, can you? So let's who can we think of a point guard that took forever to develop just because of the system they're in? Because they got him in they have him at that a leash. I don't want to say leash, but like they have him at a hold where they're super conservative with the player. They don't have green lights. I can't think of a point guard off the top of my head, but he's Lonzo's perfect example there. Can you imagine if Lonzo was in a situation where he has green light and he could do whatever he wants? His development moves a lot faster because he's able to take more, not mistakes, but be able to do more for the team than what he did his first year. I can't think of anybody else. But yeah, when you have a point guard come into the league and then they're in a team where they not that good and you're able to develop slowly, it helps them out, right? Or do you think they should have a sort of range, like kind of have like a limit on them?
Well, I think everybody needs to be coached. I don't know if a lot of these young players are coached, right? But
Yeah.
we're talking right now long term thinking on a player, right? If I'm open to buying and flipping cars, I'm all about Lamelo and some other players. But when I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, where is he going to be in the long term? His cars are going to have value, so that's not even what of question. Is he an elite player? Like, is he going to be? And it's hard to tell because he's only
Hmm.
in his second year, and we'll see how he develops in basketball and how he practices and takes his game to the next level, even over the summers. But that's all I'm thinking about. Is like, who is he? Right? After 2 or 3 seasons with Carmelo Anthony, right? We kind of knew who he was.
Hmm.
Right?
Hmm.
Carmelo's not going to play defense. He's not really interested in grabbing rebounds. He's going to score the basketball, and that's about it. That's Carmelo Anthony. And
No,
some of these other players are similar to that. That's what they're going to do.
that's true.
But who's going to take the reins of being elite? I don't know. Loco
Oh,
says the biggest pickup we had yesterday was an Ant Man. Speaking of Ant Man, Donruss Gold Auto Jersey, #1 PSA 10. We pay 8,000.
I love Ant too.
So, like, we talking about players, right?
I love Ant.
How do you
Yeah,
compare Ant Man to Lamelo?
it's not even close.
All right, let's look up Ant Man. Let's look at some data.
He wins already because he plays defense. he
I
wins
was just
already.
go there.
He's a and then my favorite quote from last year when they asked him, "How do you feel about Lamelo winning Rookie of the Year?" He said, "I don't care. I'm not thinking about that. I'm trying to win a championship." Once he said that, I was like, "Yep, that's what I want to hear."
So last year he is rookie at 19.3 points a game. This year 21. His turnovers 2.2 last year, 2.7 this year.
Mm-hmm.
What else we look at?
His assists.
His assists 2.9 last year, 3.8 this year.
That's
He's
not
more
bad,
of a scorer.
but that's
Uh,
not bad.
no.
He's showing playmaking.
Three
What about
point
his
percentage, 32.9 last year, 36 this year.
Oh, that's
Uh,
not bad
field
either.
goal, field goal percentage, 41 last year, 43 this year. They both got to improve on that.
That's not
Yeah,
bad.
not bad. But we got some like Steph Curry this year is 46% from the field.
46.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook is 45, 46.
Ah man, no, that's
And He's
that.
been he's been 40, 45, 46 his whole career.
Yeah, if you're not hitting close to as a guard, depend as a guard, you should be close to the upper 48s, 40, 50, close
Mhm.
to it, right? And
At
then
least that's
you're
a goal. Yeah, you want to get there.
and then
But,
you're
but when I think about Ant-Man long term, it's like Loco here. Pay 8 G's on a card.
I mean,
I'm
I
just
don't
gonna tell you the way my mind works. I could do that on a realistic side with Ant-Man before I could Lamelo Ball.
yeah. Cuz he's more fun to watch too. He does a
Mhm.
lot. Excuse me. He does more he gives more value to the team than LaMelo. You
And
know?
the thing I look at is that Ant-Man has more of a. I see the beginnings of a killer instinct. I see
Yeah,
someone that's trying to get something done despite what you're doing. I don't see that in LaMelo Ball. I
and
see
he
someone
talks
going
like
through the
he wants to win.
motions with LaMelo
Yeah.
Ball.
He talks like he wants to win. When you if you guys watch his press conference most of the time, he always talking about this. I want to take the shot. I'm going to take the last shot. I'm going to make sure we get to where we need to get. Like he has that leadership role and he's embracing it, especially in this team he's in right now. Lamelo and LeBron kind of play the same in a sense of like they're pass first type players. And
Yeah,
look
yeah.
how long LeBron's been playing.
But the NBA player from the second year to the seventh year,
Mm-hmm.
to me, the seven is a magical number.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta see something.
That's
We can all sit around and say, "Well, this guy had a good season and his potential is there." I get all that, but at some point, you have to see who this person is and what are they going to be doing? Because between 2 and 7, really around 5, you see that.
It depends what position. Don't forget. It depends
Oh
what.
yeah.
Yeah.
Big man's the point guard. Yeah. So Lamelo's a point guard. We're gonna give him some time. So rookie card finder said, "I'll never buy Lamelo cards." Rookie, tell us why. Now I'm interested, right?
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
we're
know
gonna turn
why.
the pot here. I'm interested now. Like, why
Yeah, I
would
don't
you
see
not buy
why.
Lamelo?
He's the L is for liquid.
Basketball good and hobby good are two different things. You're right.
It's
You have to be
100%.
basketball good, but that does not assure you will be hot in the hobby. This is true. I'm saying there are other things that factor into if this player's cards are going to be
Hmm.
on a whole nother level. And these are the things that I think about when I see people like, LaMelo Ball, Ant-Man, other people play. You can't really predict it. You almost have to let something sort of fall in your lap. Like you make decisions based upon the player, the cards, things like that. But there are some intangibles that you may not know about that have to fall in your lap.
That's the word. Intangibles.